Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, CLN just filed an 8K announcing a new CEO, and I am spotting some interesting shifts in executive compensation and consulting deals. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The big story here is a leadership change with significant financial implications for both the incoming and outgoing executives. Alright, so this is a Form 8K filing for Clean Energy Fuels Corp. And the main event announced today, the 23rd of April 2026, is a major leadership transition. Effective the 22nd of April 2026, Andrew J. Littlefair is stepping down as President and Chief Executive Officer. And Barclay F. Corbus is taking the helm as the new President and Chief Executive Officer. Corbus was previously the Senior Vice President of Strategic Development and Head of Renewable Fuels. This switch happened on the 22nd, but the announcement is coming out today, the 23rd. Now, Corbus is 59 years old and has been with the company in various roles since 2007. Before that, he was involved with W.R. Hambrecht Plus Co., the investment bank that actually handled Clean Energy Fuels' initial public offering. Lufkin and Jenrette, he is currently on the board of Bed Bath & Beyond, Inc., which has had its own interesting journey. So, what does this new role mean financially for Mr. Corbus? He is getting a new employment agreement. His base salary will be $750,000 per year. With the potential for increases, he is also eligible for an annual bonus target of 100% of his base salary, meaning potentially another $750,000 depending on how the company performs. On top of that, he is receiving an equity award of restricted stock units valued at $413,000, which will vest over 3 years. Now, let's talk about severance. If the company fires Corbus without cause or he resigns for good reason, he is entitled to a lump sum payment equal to 150% of his current base salary plus 150% of his previous year's bonus. That is a significant safety net in the event of a change in control. This cash severance jumps to 300% of his base salary and prior year's bonus. This is pretty standard for executive transitions in large companies, providing financial security during uncertain times. But what about Andrew Littlefair, the outgoing CEO? He's not just walking away. He's going to remain with the company as a non-employee member of the board, and has also agreed to provide consulting services for 3 years. This consulting agreement comes with a base retainer of $750,000 per year. That is the same as Corbus's new base salary. Littlefair is also getting a substantial equity award of restricted stock units, worth $1 million vesting over 3 years. He'll also receive a monthly stipend for benefits for 18 months, totaling $90,000 and annual life insurance premiums paid for 5 years. It seems like the company is trying to retain his expertise and ensure a smooth transition at a considerable cost. So why is this happening now, and what does it mean for the company? The company also issued a press release today, the 23rd of April 2026, to announce this leadership change. This formalizes the transition that officially took place on the 22nd of April. Looking at the exhibits filed with this report, we see the actual employment agreement for Barclay Corbus as Exhibit 10.1, and the consulting and release agreement for Andrew Littlefair as Exhibit 10.2. These are the detailed documents outlining the terms we've just discussed. Now, let's put this into a broader context. Clean Energy Fuels Corp is in the energy sector, specifically focusing on renewable fuels. We see from recent news that they recently had a Q4 2025 earnings report with a 100% EPS surprise, yet the stock still dipped slightly, suggesting that investor sentiment might be mixed or that the market is looking beyond just one quarter's results. The company has some significant institutional holders like BlackRock and Vanguard, indicating that larger players are watching this company closely. This leadership change at the very top, with the CEO and president roles combined under Corbus, is a significant strategic move. The substantial compensation packages for both the new CEO and the departing CEO, who is now a consultant, highlight the value the company places on leadership and continuity, but also the cost associated with it. The fact that Littlefair is staying on as a consultant and board member suggests that Corbus isn't inheriting a mess, but rather a company where the previous leadership's insights are still considered valuable. A major risk I am watching is how this transition impacts the company's renewable fuels strategy. Corbus's background is directly in renewable fuels, which is a positive sign. However, the market often reacts unpredictably to major CEO changes. Investors will be looking closely at how Corbus executes his vision and whether he can continue the momentum, especially given any potential market shifts or increased competition in the renewable energy space. The significant consulting fees for Littlefair also mean that a large portion of the previous leadership's compensation structure is continuing, which could be a point of scrutiny for investors focused on cost management. Alright, that is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.